It's time to rumble. Exit out that. My internet display connected. Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? Make sure this works. Why is it saying my Wi-Fi's not working? Sorry guys, trying to upload. I have my computer next to me for like my timer and etc. and it's saying that my internet's not connected. How you guys doing? Good morning. Good morning to you. Good evening to you. This is fucking weird. My internet's definitely connected. Ready. Maybe I'll try restarting it. Something like this. I'll just worry about it later because that's working now. It's very odd. Howdy, howdy. How y'all doing? Many blessings to you as well. I'm doing great. Ready to give y'all readings. Oh, thank you, Mary. Hey, from Pakistan. What's up, Jessica? Feeling cold? What's up, Light Fruition? Karma, Carol, Emma, Emmy, Dana, Jeanette. It is a full moon. First time here? Awesome. Glad to have you. What's up, Letty? Jasmine. We're going to give it another minute, give everybody a fair chance to get in here. Chest pain. Hope that feels released soon. What's up, Missy Ginger? From Bangladesh? Cool. I see you. I actually am sponsored by a company called Marcoso and King Ice. If you're interested in getting some of these pieces, on my YouTube video description bios, if you scroll a little bit farther down, underneath like where I have all my profiles, there's a link for both Marcoso and for King Ice. And if you click the links, it supports me. And if at checkout, you go ahead and put my discount code, which is on right there for both of them, that supports me directly too. But they have a really cool collection. It's a God collection. This one's Archangel. They have like gods. They have God collections. They have like a Roman collection, Archangel collection. It's so fucking cool. And the quality, the material is insane. Like I wear these everywhere and they do not tarnish, nothing. And the thing that's really cool is they have like different levels of the same exact product, but different levels of like sterling silver, gold, etc. for everybody's price ranges. But they're all good stuff. And yeah, I religiously, if you will, wear their things. But if you guys are interested in getting the same pieces I have over on Marcoso, this one is my Archangel Michael protection. This one is Poseidon. And this is like an ancient gold one as well. They have an ancient gold. They have like normal gold, sterling silver, etc. And then this one is Zeus. This one was from a completely different place. And I just liked it, so I bought it. And then this one is for divinity. This is actually the medical symbol that is used, and it was created by spiritual alchemy. A lot of people don't realize that. Spiritual alchemy actually created the medical symbol that we use every single day. Gabe Horn. I've never heard of them. I'm going to need to check them out. Metatron ring. Hell yeah. Absolutely. Alrighty, guys. So the description will show the rules of the live stream. It will show you how to get entered. You have a couple of different options in there. But long story short, for now, I go ahead and I do a migrating amount of people who are here chilling and people who are super chatting. In the description, I have what I call an energy exchange. So the amount of money that you are choosing to do the super chat gift, I'm going to give an energy exchange back for. Okay. So if you're interested in seeing that breakdown, click on your screen, look at the description, and it will show you everything else from there. What I do is I will, in the beginning, I start giving away just a bunch of the free readings, just individuals who are here. Once I start seeing the organic flow of super chats, we'll go into where I write down everybody's single super chat. I do chunks where I do those people, and then I do a bunch of free people, and we continue that rotation. If you super chat, your answer is guaranteed. If you do not super chat, it is completely by my intuition on who to pick. So until I go ahead and state that cutoffs have happened for super chats, if you super chat, you will 1000% have it answered in this stream. Love you too. I do love Jesus, Matthew. Okay. Keep it to yourself, Mark. All right, I'm going to go ahead now, and you guys are welcome to start asking your questions. I'll see them flow through. Remember, you're not going to get an answer if you're doing a free reading. You're not going to get an answer unless you put your name, your zodiac, and your yes/no question. I'm very serious about that. If you want it answered and you don't do those three things, I promise you, it's not going to be answered. If you look at the description of the bio of this video, it will tell you the breakdown for the energy super chats, okay? Alvin, thank you. Thank you, Alvin. All right, appreciate all of you. We just real here. All right, Alvin, you're a Sagittarius. Will you reconcile with your mother? I got you. Absolutely. I feel a full force. I feel everything within you wanting to reach out to your mother. But this is a healing thing. This is about her picking to be vulnerable with you. Nobody's perfect. But I feel forgiveness. I feel this person in her own way asking for forgiveness as well. I don't see her being somebody that necessarily says the words, I'm sorry. It's more like actions, etc. But yeah, you are reconciling with your mom. I think that the last time you talked was in 2024. And I don't see February ending before you see each other again. So, yeah, before the end of February. Next person. You want a gay channel? I'll give you a gay channel. I'm here for everybody. And if you have a problem with LGBTQ community, you know what? I'm about to be starting a whole different level of rage. You guys are going to feel a rage come out of me. I'm still going to be who I am. And I know that my presentation needs to overspeak my words. Every single person that's calling me gay in here, you're welcome to stay. You are more than welcome to stay. You are doing a mirrored reflection. Let me tell you something. I'm very, 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 very comfortable with my sexuality. And that's why you feel a gayness from me, whatever that means for you. I genuinely cannot stand what's going on in America right now. And I never wanted my position on online to be talking about politics, to be discussing things other than helping you understand yourself, helping people also see the difference between corruption in every part of this world, no matter if it's the spiritual community, no matter if it's politics, no matter if it's people in your life. I don't care what it is. I am here to help break delusion. People who are nice, people who choose to rise above, we are fucking tired. People are literally trying to erase individuals' existences simply to make themselves feel better. Pathetic. Pathetic. Guess what? The LGBTQ plus community, women, racial issues, all that shit, we ain't going backwards, okay? There's a lot of bluffing going on around here. Believe me, there's things that are being tried to be passed, and they are right now, but a lot of companies are only following these regiments or following these new schedules because they're scared, okay? When thing goes to Congress, etc., things are going to not be so scary anymore. And if you think I'm going to become too political, you can go. Because guess what? I'm here to help. And I have no problem helping people who are about Trump supporters, who are about, Christianity and etc. has brainwashed them. Okay? I have no problem helping individuals like that who choose to rise and above. I can't tell you how many people have came to me, like the individuals here who are trying to get a reaction, and here's the reaction you wanted. Okay? How many of you individuals have came to me and said, Matthew, I have been a bigot, I have been a transphobic person, I have been a homophobic person because I'm scared to be in that category. It scares me that those people love themselves. Those are the strong ones. They want nothing but to be loved and accepted. So you know what? If you want me to be gay for you, why not? I'm very happy, and I'm in a very, very loving relationship, a very unique love. And hopefully this kind of rockets something for you, because you guys don't see me like this. In fact, this is the first time I've ever on a video, on a live, gotten this fucking enraged, because y'all need to fucking see this. Not my ones here who are here for the comfort. I will go back to that, I promise. But I'm Matthew right now. I'm not even UncleBronze right now. I'm fucking Matthew. And I'm tired. So you want to be here? Be respectful. I'm here to help you understand the highest version of yourself. Thank you. Fucking ridiculous, man. Thank you, Alvin. My homie. Thank you, live. Now let's go ahead and go to go ahead to Mosey. You're a Taurus. Is your person mad at you? Yeah, this person is definitely afraid to contact you. This individual, it's coming down to really this sense of this inner trust. Somebody very close to them they've asked for some advice regarding your connection, and it looks like the individual didn't really even know anything about you, but they gave this advice of let that go. If you're feeling this candle, this flame for this individual, I definitely am suggesting just reaching out for clarity. Okay, you do not have control of what other people do. You only have control of your own energy, and when you choose to execute and when you choose to stay quiet. I feel an executing energy. at least at that point, you can know you tried and you can go forward. But there is a sense here of somebody's fear getting the best of them. All right. What I'm going to do now is I saw some people starting to super chat. I don't want to lose y'all's places, so I'm going to go ahead and write them down. But we're going to get a good chunk of people before I start doing the super chats. All right. Let's see. And we're going to be here for about like 2 to 3 hours. And then afterwards, we're going to go to Twitch for our after stream. Twitch at UncleBronze Official. I call it the after stream. And we just play video games and chill and vibe. But I also do give away a free reading. I love you guys. I'm just seeing your supportive messages throughout. Yeah, gay Deadpool. All right. Chantel, let's get you on that list. All right. Okay, next person on the list. And there's also, nobody's doing it from what I see. Just to let you guys know, there's no need to like spam, because literally I fucking scroll like this. So it's really going to be a guided thing. It's what spirit makes. I do it until my eyes literally align exactly with the person. Okay. Got you, Kill a Bee, down. Jillian, we're putting you down. And remember, guys, these also are recorded. So you can go back after I upload the recording, either the same night or the next day, and like screen record where your reading was. Or if you're somebody who super chatted but needed to go, you can go back to the stream and you can see it still. So I like that too. All right, Jessica, got you down. Thank you very much. All right, now I got 4 of you. I'm going to wait for a few more of the super chatters so I can do a chunk of you guys at the same time. I'm going to go ahead right now into some more free people, okay? About 2 or 3 more super chatters and we'll do you guys. All righty. Emmy Paulette. Thank you for being here. And you're a Gemini, looks like. Why is the Leo masculine in your energy? Okay, you are definitely okay. Awesome. After I answer your message, go to my TikTok, because I just posted a reading before getting on here that is literally going to even dive further into this answer for you. Okay, so Leo is a Leo masculine. You're the feminine. Got you. Why are they in your energy? You guys haven't been in touch in a while, have you? And you got over them, basically. It's like you getting over them. What it means is you know that you're always going to love them. You're always going to have a spot in your heart for them, but you no longer are in this striving and crazy need to have them in your life. You see where your toxic impulsivity was, because nobody's perfect. This person, I see a deflector, but the masculine was a deflector, a runner. And I see you, there was this sense of I have to go above and beyond or I'm going to lose the person. This was all separation for further growth, okay? This person's thinking about bringing you an offer, and it's more than a thought. This is pretty confident energy. This is charming. There's something about your smile. They feel like they've been able to see your smile for the first time in a long time. Okay, so they've recently looked at your profile. If you're not already still attached on like social media, they've recently looked into your profile. If you are still attached, it looks like you may have recently posted for the first time in a while. And the reason that they're in your energy is you got to think about this pinging. It's like a connection. So think about computers. We ping energy. It's all going to each other. When there's some frequency, when there's something pulling up on you, and it's out of the norm, you do not think about this person. It is not, oh, I saw their name, or I saw this and it reminded me of them. It's fucking out of nowhere. It's an energetic connection. You guys still have a soul tie, no matter how far apart you two are. You could be 3 miles, 3 inches, 3,000 miles away from each other, 3 planets away from each other, and you would still feel this connection. So, they're thinking of reaching out to you. Go to the YouTube, or now go to my TikTok and look at the one I just posted. If you feel called to, that is. All right. Right. Next person. Nicole, you're a Libra. Will your ex mirror in healthy efforts and work towards reunion? Are you both mirroring healing efforts? Okay. Are you both healing, mirroring efforts? I see 2 people that do want to come back, but there's a little bit of hesitation on the fear side. Page of Coins in the reversal. Okay, it's not time yet. There is a way of re-looking at the word mirroring as well. I just feel called to state. A mirror is the other half of you. You're wanting to be tango partners with this person. Being able to glide back and forth and bring balance into each other's life. A mirror makes you see the other side of you. A mirror is always going to be a very life-changing connection in the sense of releasing and seeing ego death and checking. Okay, the person that is your tango partner is another essence of you, but they don't bring out the worst in you. In fact, they bring out the best in you. And when there's times of the weight being shifted to them, they take it. And then sometimes the weight is shifted to you for them and you take it. And here's the thing about tango partners. This is why I like to say tango partners versus mirrors when we call divine connections and etc. Okay? 2 tango partners, they had to go on their own life before they ever met each other and decide, I want to perfect this dance, this art, this craft. AKA, I want to be a good person. I want to make this place a better existence. And the only way to do that is teaching myself, is loving myself, is practicing myself. So these 2 people, they learn this craft by themselves. And eventually, life, it brings them together. And they see you have the flow that I mesh with. And for this next part of progression, I need that person with me. We're going to always practice by ourselves, but we're also going to practice together. And guess what happens when you practice? You stumble over each other's feet. Spend enough time with anybody that's supposed to be in your life, you're going to feel irritation and etc. at moments. You may even get into big arguments about what's the next dance you want to do, aka the next step together. But you get through it every fucking time. And there is never a time where you're thinking of giving up. You're only thinking about how much you're pissing me off right now. And that is a healthy thing within itself. Seriously. The person you're supposed to be with, you should not have to worry. If I am a human and I have my moments and I react to that, instantly, you're going to ghost me. Instantly, you're going to leave my life. I see a lot of passion in this. I see a lot of 2 people who are coming into a reunion, okay? I can assure you of that. You need more time. So, to give you a span of time, but don't stay hyper-focused on timelines, guys, because then it kind of stunts things for you, to be quite frank. But to give you something for peace of mind, and I like to do it because sometimes people wake up every day and wonder, is this the day that the person's going to be back in my life? Is this the day that everything's going to come together? And then when you go to bed at the end of that night and it didn't, you feel destroyed sometimes or hopeless. This is more than hope. This is faith, okay? You're going to have a lot of days you wake up and it's not going to be the day you're together yet because you both still have a lot of new people and experiences to have. 4 to 8 months, okay? 4 to 8 months, and you just let it flow. All right, I saw a few other people super chat, so we're going to get your group started. Let me just write down those individuals. Okay. Perfect. Got the starting point. Hey, it's Sam. Got you. Hey, it's Sam. Good to see you. There was one other person. Good, got it. All right, we're gonna start now. Everybody that has sent a super chat up to this point, you're about to get your answer, and then we will go in the flow. All right, so Chantel. Oh, let me make sure that. Let me just go back up. Make sure I got your question. All right. Hello, hello. Will you reconnect with your daughter, Mia? I got you. I feel like doing an oracle card for you. She's figuring out who she is right now. I think you were a single mother for a long time, or if you were in a relationship, it was basically like the energy of being a single mother. I don't see somebody that very much. I feel cold. I feel like there was just a sense of, I'm pretty sure you were actually for a while not a single mother, because there was somebody you knew was coming home. But instantly I'm feeling this sense of like alcohol or drinking, like disruption. Okay, you did everything you could for her. You did everything you could to give this girl a great life. And I am not saying you're a bad mother whatsoever. I just see a part of struggle, but you're doing very good now. Your life, where you are, you have owned everything. You had to release comfort from a financial state for a while to be by yourself. There was somebody that was a past relationship, which was her father, that the entire dynamic was, if you leave me, nobody will take care of you. And you said, that's not the point. I don't want to be fucking taken care of. I want a partner. We're you know what? And if you're not going to do it, I'll be both for her. You had to spend a lot of time sacrificed away from her to give her the life that she was able to have and does have. I feel a very accepting mother. She still sees you right now as a corner man, okay? Meaning a trusted person, a backbone, a wise individual, somebody where she will be able to come home to. But the people around her are not the best influences. No matter how hard you try to constantly reconcile with her, it's not going to happen until she sees it, truly. 2025, 2026. I don't see it past that time frame. But they want you to know right now, she's doing okay, but she feels stuck. But she's safe. And that sense of her feeling stuck, it's more of a mental thing. It's more of a pride thing, instead of wanting to ask for help. So just continue to be that supportive, energetic mother. And yeah, I do see you two coming back into each other's life. What I got for you. Where's my pen? Where's the pen? There you go. All right, Killer B, I got you. I feel like we should switch back into tarot. All right, let's see what your question is. Let's see, where are you? This person. Killer B. All right, you were wanting a general pull? What I got for you? Okay, you're going through right now. There was a big destruction. You're probably somebody that really has had their stability messed with the state of the world. This doesn't feel like it's love. It doesn't feel like it feels like it's career based off of nothing it was out of your control. There could have been a job opportunity that you were in the run for, but now you had to get let go before it even started, or you were let go from something that you have worked very hard to receive. you were going to have a better offer. There is divine intervention within this, okay? The state of the world right now is a lot of bluffing. And the company that you would have ended up working for would not have actually been some individuals that stay with your morals, okay? We used to live in a world where you could agree to disagree because there was still an amount of being able to be who you are, have the freedom to voice who you are, to think what you are. And that is something that is now starting to be the way of agreeing to disagree mindset is getting thrown out the fucking door. This individual company, this big company, okay, I'm saying this big company that you were actually looking to work for, there is something else more independently owned that you're going to receive better benefits, and it won't cross your moral compass. This is divine intervention. It feels, and it is. It's a destruction. There's going to be a time period of your life where for these next couple of months, you're figuring out, what do I really need in my finances? What bills should I cut, etc. But you're going to end up by 2025, before it's over, you're going to have more money in your bank account than you did last year. Next person. Hey, Jillian. Good to see you. You'd like a general love reading. I got you. General love reading. All right, Ace of Cups in the reversal. There's an outcome that hasn't been really able to be received yet. You're being divine intervention. You're such a peaceful individual. You are an individual that absorbs like the blackness of the world and creates a light from it. And there was a connection that you have been very hopeful for, and you just haven't seen like you see the silver lining, but you haven't seen the glow coming through the door. It feels warm. It feels like there's an invitation. It feels like there's something there definitely holding faith with you still. And just because we haven't gotten the outcome yet doesn't mean the journey is not starting at all. There's more preparation needed, and I feel that the individual attached to you, they do feel like they're kind of trapped in a situation. It may not be romantically involved. It could be finances. It could be just mental decisions on these next moves in their life. But there is more for this to flow. Okay. All right. Next person. Jessica. All right. You gave 20, so you're going to be receiving. Let's get that 5-minute marker out for you. Some people, a lot of people will always get over the quoted amount, but when you do that, I make sure I set a timer for myself so I know for a fact you got to that certain amount. Okay. And I'll press it after I get your card. You're a Cancer, and you had a dream about a masculine in your heart. What do you need to know about the energy with him? Please, Nick. Got you. Okay. 2 cards. You have a past loved one that... So I'm from the South, Florida. And here, we... respect is saying, we're raised to say yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. And for some reason when I was, channeling for you, normally when I channel, I don't see that. I don't feel those things. It's like, because I just see everybody as like my brother or sister type of energy. But for some reason they were like, say yes ma'am, say yes ma'am. And then I got told though that you're probably from like New York or an area like that where it would be insulting. Like if you're other places you grow up, if you say yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir, it's very like it's like an insult because you're calling them old. I see you have somebody in your life who has passed on. And is that energy though, that traditionalism of that yes ma'am, no ma'am energy. And I think this could have been a grandma. Okay. There's just this intensity of, and then now I'm even smelling roses, but it feels like a rose perfume. It feels like something that it's like even like the old schoolness of where like it's not a spray. It's like she would rub. She's here, and this masculine is somebody she feels like she has her eyes on for you. She is protecting this connection. Okay, I think you had a love that was you had a love you saw growing up that was very amazing influence for you to see what love is supposed to look like. I think your grandparents had a beautiful love, and that protection that you saw him give her, um, that was like that is what I want one day. And we are not jumping to conclusions about where we go with certain people, but what I can state is this masculine, this dream, this feeling, this warmth, it feels similar to the relationship that your grandma was in when she was here. And if this isn't your grandma, I'm absolutely picking up 1000% on a feminine or a woman who owned her masculine nature in this existence, that willpower, that go-getter attitude, that don't fuck with me type of energy. Highly respectable though, like you want to respect her. The biggest message I have honestly with you, she likes this connection. She wants him to try a little harder. So probably she's seeing his compulsion. Okay, she saw his compulsion. There's times he came in, gave you a lot of affection, then pulled out. And you really have just gone to a state where you're like, I really just wish the best for him. And he's always going to have a special place in my heart. And I'll look out for his energy. Everywhere I go, I'll always have this energy of, am I going to see him? But if I don't, at least I have the memories. I see that you're masculines in a nostalgic mindset, but this dream you both had, okay, this rumbled something out of him. He's seeing your connection very clearly after this dream because you guys have had a long time apart. He's wondering the same things. Like, what does this mean? I feel that he's developing into spirituality, so he may not register things the way you do per se, but he can't deny that in this dream, it wasn't a dream. There was touch, there was feeling. Okay? If you have your physical senses in a dream, it's astral projection. If you have your phone in a dream, if you're able to call somebody in a dream, that is astral projection, because you can look this up. Okay? You can, in a dream, you cannot dream a physical phone. And every face you see in a dream is somebody you did see in your life, walking past, etc. This energy, this touch, this warmth could not be felt in a dream. You were together. And I do see an offer being presented to you as well. This does feel like springtime. Okay, so springtime, there's more flourishing to this connection. Go ahead and, yep, we're good. Thank you, thank you. And then before I go on to Hey It's Sam, I'm going to light myself another incense. Right. This. I have to put putty on this or else it always ends up going all the way through. And then I'll light it with this. Let me know if the volume with the music needs to be lowered, or if it's hard to hear me, or if it's good. Okay. Right there. A little more out. Perfect. And get a little drink. Now, hey, it's Sam. Let's get to your question. Taurus, general. You are a Taurus. You'd like a general reading. I got you, Sam. Good to see you. They really just want me to take that top card. You've been investing into the future. You are prepared for. You're going to a new event. Like, I feel you being invited, and it's going to take you going overseas, and you're well prepared for this. Financially, you've been feeling for a while now that there's this offer coming, and not only is it going to take you having to face like a fear of either flying or going on a boat somewhere abroad. There's also this fear of trusting that your home will be safe. It is more than safe. If you have an animal or etc., where you're like, who is going to take care of them for this amount of time that I am gone? You have one specific individual you can trust. It does not even feel like a romantic partner. It feels like somebody that would be the energy of not a blood relative, but you see them as like a little brother, little sister, big brother, big sister type of energy. You're receiving in 2025 an offer to go abroad. You cannot let your fear of travel, and you cannot let your fear of trusting another individual with your baby. I get it completely. But this is a person that you would trust your life with. You can trust this animal's life with. And you guys know me. I don't say things like that unless it's like 1,000% sure, because I get it. Animals, don't fuck with my animal. Okay, now I'm going to start writing the other chunk of people, but we are about to switch back into individuals who are just here chilling and asking the free question. Remember, if you were asking a free question, I need you to put your name, your zodiac, and your yes/no question. If you do not do all those three things, I will keep scrolling until I see somebody that has. All right, so let's go ahead and just start the next list. All right, Dreamy. Dreamy Yazzie, you are on the list, my friend. Okay. This person. Asia. Toast. Got you, Toast. All right. Alvin. Got you. Thank you, brother. Killer B, I got you on the list. All right. Candace. On the list, Borderline Faith. Get you on the list. You're doing a phenomenal job, Annie, by the way. Thank you. That's my moderator, the OG. All right, Sag. Oh, Sky, you're a Sagittarius. Sky, got you on a list. All right. I have created the next list of people. You still have time to get yourself on that list, because now I'm going to go into switching into bunch of people here asking the free readings, okay? Let's scroll back up to our beginning point. Okay, perfect. Got it. Okay. Aprina, I'm sorry if I say your name wrong, but it looks like a beautiful name. Aprina Awasati. Your zodiac is an Aries, and your question is, will your contract with your company be converted to a permanent, and will my employment remain till retirement in this company? Okay, I got you. I could get that. That's a lot. That's a really big prediction reading. That's like a deep dive. Okay, what I'll give you for a free reading, my friend, is I'll answer the first question. All right. Will my contract with the company be converted to permanent? We'll do that for you. Okay. Will it be converted to permanent? Permanent. All right. So the only thing that's going to get in your way with this opportunity is hesitation to take the yes. This is something that has been presented to you for a reason. This is not something that's going to come back around, okay? Spirit's not saying that you would fuck up your timeline forever, but they would have to reroute things. There would be something else that comes down along the line, but we don't need to pass up on this one. If you've been waiting, if you've been trying to feel like, okay, this is something that's big, and if I sign this and it's not permanent, I could be shooting myself in the foot. It's trusted filling. It's here for a reason. Don't let your hesitation be the thing that stops everything you've been manifesting coming in. Because that's the thing. When people start getting to that point where you've gotten so used to waiting, in a sense, for the manifestation, the peace with fate, it finally gets here, people go like, oh shit, it's here. All right. Hope all is well with you too, Sergio. Thank you. Okay. Sammy, you're a Virgo. What does Sam think about you? Cool, you're both named Sam. Well, you're Sammy and he's Sam. That's cool. And will he come back to you? That reminds me, the thing that came to my head was, you know how Taylor Lautner, he's married to somebody named Taylor? I can't even imagine how confusing their mail is. That's so funny. Maybe you really like Twilight or etc. Oh, you know what? I just got a channel message for you. Twilight's coming back in theaters, I believe. And I feel that this individual is like, maybe you're a Twilight fan, and you definitely got a guy who just wants this individual wants to have a reason to take you on a date. It's not the Twilight thing that's the reason. He wants to do something. He's an individual that gets stuck in his head, but I see somebody that like creates beautiful poetry. To be quite frank, this individual, they like to be outwardly like, they try to act strong. And what I mean by that is I see a man who's very much battling that traditionalism way of what a man is supposed to act and be like. His soul is very pure. His soul is a very good individual, and this is one of those. This guy was in my presence. I would consider him a friend. I would consider him somebody that I'd be like, yo, it's not like, let me take you under my wing energy. Let me help you. Let me help you, man. This is somebody that's willing to grow. He is breaking a lot of generational trauma that has been passed down to him. I definitely see this person is coming to you. So it looks like they are about to invite you on a specific date, though. This is where the Twilight thing comes back. I think they're going to ask you if you want to go see Twilight in theaters. So that should be fun. All right. Honored to help you, Nicole. All right. Good to see you. Good to see you here for the first time, Teresa. Okay. person. Happy to have you here too, Sonia. Hey, Dr. Noopy! Snoopy! Like Snoopy. I'm trying. Noopy like Snoopy. Dr. Noopy like Snoopy. Ever since you commented that, I can remember. All right, Nat. You're an Aquarius. And your name, your username is NWrightTV. Will I meet a brand new long-term partner or my future husband this year? I got you. That's a good one. I like that. Are you going to meet a long-term partner that could become a potential husband? But do we find an energetic connection that is more than something short-term? That with freedom of will, we align to a higher timeline. A balance right now is what you're learning within you. That insecurity, that self-love, that being your own healthy partner had to interact. You had to be willing to see yourself completely, authentically. You are meeting somebody this year. 2024 was about restoring for you, okay? There was a lot that you had to get in order for all the responsibilities and new individuals that are entering 2025 and furthering on for you. I do see you're going to have more than one option, to be quite frank. We have the soul ties and the divines and etc., but we can have more than one person that we can be happy with. And you're not going to know right the second you meet somebody if they're your divine counterpart. That is not the part. You can feel if there's something of a past life connection. I like to say for us to figure out somebody's our divine counterpart, we go through checklists. Certain things that must occur, meaning feelings that must be met. It's a frequency thing. If you don't feel like you've had a past life connection with somebody, it's not your divine. And that doesn't mean the moment you see them, you even know what it means. Sometimes you don't even know what it means to have a past life connection. When you meet those individuals, what it is it's like, I know you, I've met you before. Like, it does not look like this is the first, I do not feel like this is the first time I've looked in your eyes. Have we met each other somewhere before? That is a yes. That is the first check mark into knowing if somebody can be your potential divine, okay? You're going to have two people in 2025, they're both hitting these checklists. Because when it comes to soul ties, we have thousands of soulmates. We have a few soul ties. That is something I'm going to go further into with one of my podcasts episodes. But long story short, for now, karmics and soul ties and soulmates are these three categories of individuals that are all have their special purposes in your life. I feel called to go ahead and just tell you that the two men are going to come around in about 2 to 4 months. And they don't want you to feel like you have to make any decision, putting your eggs all in one basket. Because this is about that sense of picking you and not feeling like you have to make a decision or you're going to lose everything. You've had a lot of relationships in the past that made you chase and chase and chase. So one of these men is going to, I look and I see the other way. The way you're going to get to a point you're going to get to a point where one of them doesn't make you chase and the other one does, and you're going to have to make a decision. Yeah, that's why I'm going to cut it for your reading for now. But flourishing love year for sure. Okay, let's do a few more and then we're going to go into our super chatters. Let's see. All right. Stephanie Robinson. You're a Libra. Do I wait for CL until he comes back or move on with your life? The Spirit's saying to let go of CL. CL. You have that page. It's time to be the bearer. It's about going forward and understanding that it is time for that new spot. Yeah, you gotta let this connection go. There's a difference between giving up and letting go. You know, letting go means I understand I've done everything I can, and if this is meant to come back around, it will. Giving up is shooting yourself in the foot and saying everything was for nothing. It's a pessimistic mindset. If you've been waiting to either start dating again or move for a job, etc., and you've really been, this connection has been what's put a pause on those things. It is time for you to allow this to be exited from your life, because the lessons, this was a karmic connection. This was not a soul tie. This is somebody where there was definitely a passion, there was an intensity, but they were meant to make you kind of see one last thing that you didn't fully develop from a past relationship. Interesting. It feels like that part of picking yourself. I think the other past relationship. Okay, I see. This is the one that's finally cracking the code to how you've been attracting in runners your whole life. And it came because you were chasing anybody that made you feel that you didn't have to hold a state of like fight or flight mode with was was boring, or the connection wasn't real, or they didn't care enough. The only way you thought somebody cared for a while is if they made you chase them. And this was a pattern. This is a pattern that you've broken. This is the aha moment person. So you should let this go. All right. We're going to go ahead now and switch back into our super chatters. I'm going to write down everybody that has added themselves since I last looked. Let's see. All right, let's get back to the beginning of the list. All right. There we go. Sag. Sag. Yeah, I think. Okay. Dreamy Yazzie. HA. Okay, we did have these people added. Alvin, Killer B. Candace. Okay, that's where I saw. I wrote down your name instead of your username, so that confused me for a second. Then I got you. Got you. Okay. Dr. Noopy, we're adding you to the list. Dana Miller. You're added to the list. Also, guys, I'm going to be starting to maybe try a new schedule with my readings. Instead of setting them up to be a designated Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I may try to do some other types of days. So just stay updated with that. Just check the YouTube community tab and then my Instagram stories. I always update people there, or on Instagram post as well. All right, but let's see. Laura, you were just added. Now next person is Miss Knight. All right, you've been added. Perfect. Now I'm scrolling back up. We're going to start with Dreamy Yazi. Perfect. And then take a little drink for a break. All right. Dreamy Yazi. I feel like I should do oracle cards now. All right, let's do some oracle cards. Will Christian come back into your life, and does he think about you? Let's get it. Let's see. Well, I feel pre-workout energy. I feel like somebody that's ready to just like go to the next story, go to the next page together. Gym partner. Oh man, this is the perfect one. Healthy relationship, positive influence, bringing everything together. Yeah, this person absolutely wants to come back into your life, and you're attuned with the reading I just posted on my TikTok. For the ones of you here who aren't aware, I post my TikTok readings in parts, and then like the next day, I upload it all as one same video on YouTube. Okay, and then there's certain videos I only post on YouTube but won't post on TikTok. The one I just posted right before I got on our YouTube live that I posted on. Sorry, I know I'm saying this the same word a lot of times. The video I just posted on TikTok before getting on YouTube, you're part of that collective. And if you feel called, okay, if you feel called to after this, go watch it. This person absolutely has been thinking about you, and them popping into your head was not a coincidence. I'm seeing they first popped into your head and then you started seeing their name. It wasn't the other way around. It wasn't like, oh, I saw their car and it reminded me of them. I saw their name and it reminded me of them. Out of nowhere. And you could have been somebody that involved with the dream as well. There was a lot of people in my what I call my divine love collective that all had a dream at the same exact night, and for a lot woke up at the same exact time even. Yes, this person does want to come back into your life. All right. All right. All right. You're Asia Miles. Let's go ahead and give you a general card pull. You'd like it to be focused on your career? I got you. All right, so you got some you have some large ideas, but you feel like you're in a gray area where you're not heard, you're not respected. You're meant to be seen. There's you're with a company or a boss that's holding you back. Okay, this company or this job, it's done a lot for you. It's something that's built another level of success than you've ever had, but you're deserving of more. Okay, and this is a type of company that likes for individuals that they see as a threat to think they're low, to think that they're stupid, to think not maybe even stupid, but like you need them more than they need you. And in reality, it's the exact opposite. You've been called to be your own boss. This ground shaking idea, you've had divine intervention, so it went in one ear and out the other for some people, thinking to not take it seriously because they're not the ones that are supposed to take it seriously. I feel you were going to receive some form of financial investor to start your own company. They're going to have I'm seeing a strong team of 3 people, but you're one of them. So there's going to be 2 people that develop in 2025 and are going to run this business with you. But you're the head. You are a person that is equal as well. I see. You are going to so many companies, if the CEO or etc. just chose to take $1 million off their fucking millions of dollars that they make every year paycheck, the people that work for them could make easily 80, 90K a year, full benefits, paid time off, for maternity leave and etc., but they choose to be selfish and stingy. You are the individual that would never do that. Everybody, no matter if it's 2 to 500 people, because you will develop as you are supposed to. You are the individual that everybody will not only have, you will have optimal workers because you give them optimal reasons to continue to wake up and come be dedicated to you. This is the new America. Every single one of us here that are resonating with this, you are meant to be your own boss. You are meant to you are meant to own and see where your own craft is, because light workers are needed in every part of this existence. For Rome to rise, it had to crumble. A lot of people here are understanding this is everything is crumbling down as a tower moment to actually rise above. Right now, that pre-workout effect, that shake you have, don't sleep on it. You're going to get a form of a grant. You're going to get a form of an investor into what you're supposed to do here. All right. Toast. Thank you, brother. Let's get you a general card pull, Toast. Pre-workout effects. I love this card. You're surging right now as well. You were resonating with that person beforehand, and you are part of their collective. I don't know which one. I don't know when I'm gonna upload it, but I upload videos like a long time, not a long time, but a couple of days to like a week or etc. before. Or I always film my videos about like a couple of days to a week or so before I actually upload them. And there is one that I did a career reading for that I'm definitely going to upload by this weekend. And I think I'm wearing this shirt in it. Yeah, you're going to see me wearing this shirt, and it's a career reading. And it's about how you've been... Here's the thing with yours. Yours is more about being a front face. It's not even necessarily having their own business, but you being a face of it, you having some form of responsibility given to you that gives you the basic financial freedom and physical work freedom of being your own boss. Your ground shaking idea has been heard, has been seen, and you do work somewhere that wants to help you. And your specific mission is meant to be within this community. This is where we always find the reason that collective readings work is because the energy, the intensity, the reason behind them are the same. But your 3D world life experiences, the things you're supposed to do, the names, the ideas, all of that changes with every single person. But you are part of this collective that is meant to be the ground shakers. And I keep hearing that over and over again, just only ever since I've been sitting on here. I think I have a ground shaker collective. I've actually wanted to start naming my collective so it becomes easier for you guys to like I can just go right into the reading in the beginning, like in the first second of it, and be like, this is the ground shakers collective, and then you guys can flow. So I need the names to come organically. That's the first one. Dope. All right, Alvin, I got you, brother. You're wanting to know more about the connection with Holly? All right, let's go ahead and get you your timer. Open this up. Okay, and then let me go ahead. Actually, let's do a new sense. like this. Take that. 3 times 8. Well, we're gonna be here at least for another hour today. And remember, guys, these also I record them and then I upload them either the same night or the next day. So if you get your answer and you want to go back and have it on like camera for you or on record, etc., pay attention to what time it says up there that I'm giving your reading, and then you can go into the recording and just scroll right to that time. And you got it. Right, let's go ahead, get your card, and then start your time. Your 2 cards. Connection. She's been hesitant. So I need 3 cards. Okay. Hesitant. Now I'm starting your timer. Hesitant. Let me understand that more. Avoiding harm, trusting, hesitant, the bobbing and the weaving. Turning another direction based off of fear versus instinct. Okay, in the past week, there's been some things that have shined a light on her fear that have nothing to do, there have been life events that have happened that helped her shine a light on multiple areas of irrational fear. And one of those areas was you. She was scared to trust you. But something right now is she feels like she can't avoid these signs. That maybe divine intervention has more been at play. Okay, let me see. The blow by blow, step by step, ready to proceed. She wants to re-enter each other's life, and I don't really see Spirit showing anything on your end per se needing to be done, but this is a rumbling effect. She is supposed to be reaching out to you soon. You're still going to take it one day at a time, but it looks like any form of verification that you are supposed to be in her life, this event, it changed so much of her fear when it comes to even getting out of her comfort zone, out of her home. I think that she went with a group of people, and everything in her, she went somewhere where it was like, thank you for your patience. It was like a concert or some form of event that normally her anxiety would be like, oh, something bad's going to happen to you. You shouldn't even go ahead and do this. She chose to not listen to that fear. The people she was going with, it was trusted. The last time she had experienced going out or etc., it must have not very much went well. But this interaction was amazing. It was more than safe. It actually went even better than she thought. And on the ride home from it, she was like, how many things in my life right now am I not seeing clearly because of this fear? Because I thought I never would have. I am so glad I went to this event. If I wouldn't have, I wouldn't feel the way I do now. And something like this trust. It's not even trust in others. It's trust in herself, her discernment. This person wants to proceed forward with you, okay? We're still going to take it one day at a time. And it is still aligned with her reaching out to you. That has not changed. Okay. Still going to give you... Let's see. Some tarot cards as well, because we're at 3 minutes. What's her next steps? That's what it'll be. What are her next steps? What is she thinking about regarding this reach out then, if we know the ball's in her court? You got 3 months, okay? There's 3 months, and then that makes sense. You got about 3 more months until you're back in each other's life. The straightforward action is to know. She knows it's her hesitation at this point. There's just other things with, it feels like there's other things with her finances that she wants to have in store before putting a physical commitment to another person. I feel even like she could have in recent times thought about getting another animal, but didn't, because she's like, man, I don't even have time. I don't have time. But this is something where the roses are being smelt, and roses, they bloom during the winter time. They're cold, they're strong, but then they can continue to go forward. December time frame is when she started thinking about you heavily again. And she's relooked a lot of situations. She feels victory is reserved for your connection now. At a time where she used to feel hopelessness, she looks at your old pictures or your page, etc. There's however she's seeing your physical face on her phone, whether it's saved pictures or your actual media. It looks like there's another glow on your face. And she's like, if this person's bad for me, then why do I feel like this when I look at him? I'm tired. I don't have enough energy right now, but I will soon. She knows something is going to be completed. Like, I see she may have like a business event, a work event, maybe even like a wedding, like somebody she's in a wedding with, that she's like, once that thing's been checked off, Alvin and our connection can become something I can actually invest in. And even if it's just getting to know each other again and seeing where it goes. But this is great. So 3 months. All right, let's go ahead, reset this timer. Another thing, guys, is I used to make these mainly like between 3 to 4 hours, the YouTube lives. But I've noticed within myself, for me to genuinely be able to do it more than like 2 or 3 days a week, I gotta limit myself and make myself not do more than 2 or 3 hours. So that there's still going to be some where we do the 3 to 4 hour mark, but I want to be able to do this more than a couple of times a week. And now I'm going to make myself, I put a healthy boundary up with myself to only do like 2 to 3 hours. And then we go and migrate still to our after stream. But that's going to be the new vibe going throughout this, okay? All right. Now we're going to go on to Alvin. Oh, I'm sorry, we just did Alvin. We're going to go on to Killer B. Got you. Oh, and thank you for being a member as well. Oh, guys, if you decide to become a member, no matter the tier, if you choose tier 1 all the way to 4, while you're on the live stream, I go ahead and give you a general card pull as well, as a thank you and a welcome into the membership community. So, Bryn, Killer B, your name is Bryn, and you are a Cancer. You'd like love insight around KP and daughter Melody's health. Okay, we're going to do... That's like two big different categories. I know you did the 20. I'll do about 2 minutes for I think the safe and most effective way I can answer both of these questions for you is about splitting it up that 5 minutes into 2 different categories or time frames. All right. Let's start with the first. Love insight around KP. All right. Oh, another thing. Let's see. I'm going to start first with the second question about your daughter. And what I will state, we have the straightforward actions to end a bad situation, and then this sense of a burden. It's been a lot. It's been really, really heavy what's going on with your daughter. I don't answer I do not you can look in the description. One of the things that I definitely am more sensitive about talking about is health and forms of that type of stuff. I will give you the guidance on how you're internally going to experience this and how to best help you be prepared. When it comes to answering health questions about a specific individual, you need to go to a doctor. Just that's you need to go ahead and make sure that you, and I'm sure you are with doctors and etc. But I want to be clear on how I'm answering this question for you, okay? Regarding how you can best continue to have faith that this is working out, but there's still going to be more time, I feel, of you having to put on that poker face for her. I feel longevity. I do feel life. And there just seems, though, that there will be a couple more months of fighting through this inner venom, purging. You're probably purging along with her, with what you're feeling. Like, you feel what she's going through. I can give faith in this silver lining, and that you will feel an abundant release around a release of fear, a release of guilt, if of like, did I do everything I could, etc. happening within this year. The burden being lifted is a joyful one too. It's not something that feels like something Ten of Swords or deeply destructive happening. So hold on to that faith. Hold on to the balance and the blend of both the spiritual but westernized medicine as well. Because they're both here for a reason. If we depend all on one, that's the only time I really ever see an imbalance when it comes to trusting. You can rely on the holistic medicine. You have to go ahead and see, okay, I've exerted everything I can with this. Maybe you guys, okay, maybe they're telling you to shine your light on a little more holistic medicine. Interesting. All right, that's where I'm going to conclude talking about your daughter. But now we'll go into love. All right? What do we have revolving around your love life? Okay, so we have the Empress. This is divine feminine strength. This is like being seen very with his energy. It's almost like this. The confidence is so attractive. It's intimidating for him. KP, even if they're for any reason, if I'm not picking up on a male person, they are the masculine within your dynamic. And they see you as somebody they want to sit on the throne with, be by each other's side, tangle partners. The insight with KP feels like this is somebody who knows they know how much you're going through, and they really want to be a supportive force. Just a space where somebody can hold you, somebody can tell you everything's going to be okay. And Bryce, who's Bryce here? The name Bryce just came and flew out of me. I know your name's Bryn, but I said Bryce for a reason. Somebody here whose name is Bryce, like your person connected to this, you're absolutely part of this reading as well. Even connected to the thing about her daughter. I can see you're like, holy shit, I'm going through the same exact thing with those, This person is an individual who will sit by your side. And they want me to say it that way. Sit, stand, hold. They're not a soft-spoken individual, but they're a person of few words, and their love actions are acts of service. And this time, more than any, you need this support. They want you to allow this connection to flourish. Okay. Got you. Now, on to Candace. Candace, you're a Gemini. Will your person reach out to you anytime soon? Let's see. Is your person going... let me go ahead and start your timer as well. Is your person going to reach out to you soon? Okay, so there is more time. There is definitely more time, but there is a silver lining within this. And when we say this, we are not telling you to stunt your life for this person. But if nobody else organically comes into your life and gains your attention and attraction and devotion, this is something that I feel both of you really do. I don't feel like either of you are going to have another person before you're back with each other. They want to reach out, but they're still working on this sense of, right now they see themselves as the Queen of Coins in the reversal, which is like a lot of insecurity. It could even be like feeling like you have vain efforts surrounding. That's why right now this individual feels that they see you as somebody who's charismatic, beautiful from the inside out, and they don't meet that. There's an intimidation about your confidence. They are going to be reaching out before 2025 is over, but you got a couple of months, definitely more, of allowing yourself to focus on what's the people in a platonic and a family sense that are the most important to you. You're not waiting around for this individual. You have plenty of other things that your focus is to be on. But a safe call is, this is not going to happen before June. All right. Let's go ahead still and answer a couple of more energy questions for you regarding that. Currently, what is he going through that is regarding that insecurity? And what events have you even done to make him feel like this sense of intimidation? Well, you don't put pressure on him like other people do to make a decision. So giving somebody that level of comfort and not chasing it instantly, it just shows a demand of respect. You also allow yourself to have recovery time. You have a lot of healthy boundaries. And you're more, this is just the way he feels. He's like, you're more successful than me. I see two people who are successful in their own different ways. And he's not used to being with somebody who makes more money than him. That is the biggest things he's coming to terms with, is like domestication release. He could have even in recent times had to do like a change of career, or just re-looked at his finances. And that's why this cannot happen before June. There's a lot of other things that they have to get in store when it comes to there's individuals around them that they need divine protection from. Like they must have some forms of business partners that are trying to get them out of a company or a business. It feels like completely, as soon as he writes his name on a contract or etc., these individuals would be wiping something from under him. He is not worried about love right now, and that is why he's not thinking of you. He does not feel comfortable to tell you the struggles that he's going through. But in June, there's going to be a pressure released. And that instant behavior, that instant behavior of you will want to come over where you take care. When you just instantly allow in and you start back where you left off. And that's not the energy you both are supposed to have. This is still about slow and steady wins the race, but you guys having the lights on for the reason you're in each other's life. The next time you communicate, there's going to be conversations that feel like tense topics, but the way you are actually communicating is relaxed. So this person is going to be reaching out to you within this next year. All right. We're going to go ahead and switch back to tarot now. All right. Now we're going to borderline faith. Will you have a Valentine? Let's see. Will you have a Valentine? Queen of Cups, empathetic, strong. You're going to have a Valentine if you get yourself out of your comfort zone. You're going to be either invited out with like a group of friends or etc. And you're like, man, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be the one that's not there. Is there like a, I feel like you have a like some form of a community. It's like a hangout event that you're being invited to. I guess this could be like a, okay, that makes sense. Some either club, bar, etc. around you is having a theme night more than it being Valentine's Day. It's not even on Valentine's Day. It's something. Feeling the wave. You could be invited out to 2 different events. One, a cause and effect. By going to this event before Valentine's Day. When is Valentine's Day? Like 2 days from now, right? Did you do something today? Did you do something different today? And you're like, I don't know if I want to go out to that event. You just heard that either there's a concert, there is... I don't go out to bars and etc. So I'm trying to more notice if this is like a bar or a nightclub. I guess it really doesn't matter at the end of the day, because you'll be protected going to this. You're going to feel safe. You're channeled in with the reading that I just posted. Okay. Yeah, you are going to have a Valentine's, but you have to allow yourself to go to this event that you were invited to today. It could even be something that happens to where Valentine's Day comes, you're at this event, you don't have the Valentine you receive in this event, this person, and you just start communicating and talking. Or it's even an individual you haven't seen in a long time. It feels comfortable. It's a soul tie for sure. On Valentine's Day, you're going to find your Valentine. That's what I got. All right. All right. Next person, Sky Hansen. You, Cancer versus Aquarius? I don't understand what you mean by that. Cancer versus Aquarius? Do you have 2 individuals in your head that you're like, is this like a love triangle thing? Okay, well, I'm going to just channel the Aquarius's intentions with you. That's what I'm feeling called to do for your reading, okay? So you're a Sagittarius, your name's Sky, and you'd like to know, is this Aquarius have true intentions with you? They definitely want a second chance of redemption, this Aquarius. You're somebody that's also attached to the reading I just posted on TikTok. If you feel called to go watch it. There is a second chance of redemption. This connection is something that is being highlighted as the main... The Cancer, it's not that this person's unimportant in your life, but there's something that feels solidified and done. The Aquarius, there was a separation for further growth. If you feel called to now go watch that, it will give you some more answers. Okay. All right. Dr. Noopy. Good to see you. All right. What do you need to know right now? You'd like to know what you need to know right now. What do you need to know right now? All right. So you are deeply in control of like your physical existence, the finances, the ability to invest. You've been wanting to go on an outing. You've been called to either, this feels like something that would be more of like a scheduled event, like summertime, etc. There's something that you're like, I need to get out. I need to do a reset, a recharge. And you could even be having some form of like time off coming to an end. I don't know if that means that there's like a cutoff for the time you can use your sick days or etc. before it like resets. And it may not be necessarily anytime soon, but it's like if you don't go ahead and now plan for this event, by the time you would need to use this sick days, it would be like too late. Spirit wants you to know if you've been receiving a guided sign to take a break for yourself, this is acknowledged. It is recommended to every 4 to 6 months for internal peace and balance of life and work. Every 4 to 6 months to make sure you do something that's getting yourself out. Like, it doesn't mean you have to go on these like cruises or something every 4 to 6 months, right? But doing something special for yourself. And it looks like summertime, you're going to start investing right now into something you want to do during the summertime. But this is awesome. And you do have the finances and the time accordingly to do so. Okay. Dana, Milla, are Rick and I young to make this work? And Rob, is he coming back as a friend? Okay, I'll do one. Okay, I'll do one of those connections, and your ego wants me to say Rick, but your spirit, your higher self wants me to say Rob is the one that's more important right now. Is Rob going to come back into your life? It looks like this person, they are going to come in with new offer. It feels like Rob could have had some feelings for you, and maybe they weren't reciprocated, but you deeply love this person. You love Rob, but you're not in love with Rob. And it looks like his heart, the feelings he had for you, it's still precious. It's still something that he sees value in. I think this individual just needs a little more time to release this sense of like losing you. It's like when he didn't receive the answer he wanted or etc., or if it didn't go the way you guys expected, the way his ego registered all of this was like destruction instead of we can have a whole other type of like transformation, a whole other type of dynamic together. Yeah, Rob is going to end up coming back. Something they need you to be aware of, though, is feelings just don't dissipate unless it's organic. We can't help who we fall in or fall out of love with, and this person's not out of love with you. So if you're going to be in each other's life, you need to make sure you intentionally pay attention to if you could be doing things that lead them on. If you're being too friendly, or if you're asking for like some form of affection, you have to respect this person is still in a process of, figuring out if they can be in your life and handle these emotions and these feelings. Oh, my phone, or not my phone, my, all right, let's see. Laura. Right, Laura. All right, you're Laura, you're a Leo, and you'd like a general reading. Let's do it. And let's go ahead and get you your timer as well. Right. General love. What do we have regarding Laura's love life as we speak? You feel like you need to make a decision. Somebody's standing strong. There's a Scorpio within this placement. If you're not the Scorpio, then it's the other person. But there's a need to make a decision surrounding your love life. There's a completion. There's something coming together. And it was about facing individuality, okay? There's not somebody new that's entering your life. It's a soul you've already known, but you two walking into a new timeline together. The energy surrounding your love life is a completion. Is the universe sending signs of a specific individual that you've been seeing their name? You could have even been one of the individuals had a dream with them in this past week. And this connection is something that's been divinely protected. It is precious to the universe. It's meant to come together. What I can state for sure is whoever the Scorpio in the dynamic is the one that is making the movement. You both could have Scorpio placement also, so that can make things a little bit more difficult. But you've seen the bigger perspective of investing into the future. You've realized, okay, that no matter how hard you try to be what you think you're supposed to be for a person, it's not going to work out that way. You have to be who you are. The only way to attract this person back in was by releasing who you were when you were with them, who you thought you were supposed to be when you were with them. The energy surrounding your love life is showing this person returning to you. They have recently broken a contract that was making them feel stuck. So this could have been a love contract. This could have been somebody they were living with in general. Yeah, they rose from the ashes. There was a shattering of an illusion. They could have been in a relationship where they were getting cheated on. Or I'm even hearing it could have been something to do with like their family. There was a discovery of somebody being unfaithful, and it shattered a deep illusion, made them have to relook everything. It's like, I've been searching for love, or I've been searching for my family to accept the person I'm in love with. And that's what they were doing. Why did I ever even care? This individual wants to get in their car and come to your house, which makes me see that you would welcome them in if they came to your door. Anytime you would try to reach out to them, or if you tried to reach out to them, it would reset kind of a clock with you, with both of your connection. It would reset this sense of, oh, okay, I haven't lost the chance of being with them yet. I can still allow myself to stay in this box, and I have more time. You breaking a pattern and not reaching out and not thinking about them intensely and not trying to change your life to be better for anybody except yourself is actually the thing that's pulled them in this fast, or pulled them in faster. That's another thing I'm seeing you've changed your view on, the word fast. Like, you can look back and see how this connection formed before you really ever knew each other. There was a sexual attraction. There was this appeal. But it was almost this sense of it felt like you guys were doing something it's not that you felt like you were doing something wrong, but the connection was exciting. It was very much to yourselves. And for the next steps to happen, it was about the world you know, becoming like not like the world, but like everybody around you knowing that this is my person. And if you don't like it, if you don't accept it, that's your choice. And they knew certain individuals in their family would disown them, is what I'm feeling. And it's not because it's specifically you, it's by them being who they are. Speaking of, I can see somebody that's like, I'm done, I'm tired trying to please you. I'm done being the nice one. And this connection is somebody that's going to end up reaching out to you. They're just releasing that bit of fear. And I see it happening this year. All right. All right. Now, let's go on to our next person. All right, Missy Knight. You're a Capricorn, and what do I need to know? What do I need to know about my spiritual journey? And you want to know about your karmic. Okay, so I'm going to answer one of those questions. Well, yeah, I'm going to answer one of those questions. Let's go ahead. What do you need to know about your spiritual journey? Let's see. There was a person you were willing to go to the battlefield for. You had no doubt type of energy. You would allow this person to come in and out of your life because you were afraid there was nothing else better. This person installed into you this sense of like, nobody's going to love you the way I do. In reality, they were afraid nobody would love them the way you do. You made a part of your spiritual journey is you let go of a connection that was keeping you in a lower timeline. Okay, something I can say is going to start surrounding your love life is the fact that you can see the signs clear as day now, the red flags. You're worried about you're worried about cycle repeating. You can see yourself still attracted to men that are like your ex. So that's why it's confusing to you, because you're like, if I'm supposed to move forward, then why does Spirit continue to also show me all these signs about this past person? The thing is you met somebody that is what we would consider like a false divine. If we're gonna, you know, categorize it with a name, it would be something I would say the false divine. This individual who you felt that this was the one that eventually out of nowhere everything was going to be good, and you're supposed to have unconditional like trust and faith in no matter how much they hurt you. And in reality, this is a false divine. This is somebody that's meant to make you go through an ego death, meant to make you see what you're dealing with that you shouldn't be. You still have a lot more experiences in your love life before you meet whoever that divine is, okay? Don't put your eggs in all one basket, and don't go back to what you've already released. The next thing they need you to know about your spiritual journey is right now you are in that state of balance to meet a new person. It's about getting out of your comfort zone. You are another individual who, before Valentine's Day, and I know it's only 2 days away, but you're still part of that collective. Before Valentine's Day, you're going to get invited out on Valentine's Day or etc. And this event will be something spur of the moment. You're an individual that likes to really plan for things before you go out. But if you're wanting new interactions to happen, you have to change your pattern. Spirit's guidance within this specific connection that I'm seeing is forming by you interacting with the world is an individual that comes to you. They bring the individual balance. And they're currently fighting through a connection too, but they're bearer of good news. both of you have recently broken up, so both of individuals are going to want to make sure you take this at a slow pace. You have a new love that's entering in your life right around Valentine's Day. Soul Study is going to win the race. So what do you have to focus on regarding when this connection actually comes into your life? What healthy boundaries should you have set with yourself? It's remembering that you are going to feel this past life connection, and you're going to feel yourself instantly wanting to throw all of your time and energy into this connection. But that would be a cycle repeat. You are going to have a level of willpower and clarity that you've never felt with somebody else before. And also a different form of confusion and a different form of having to face fears. Because when you have a space, when you have had people for so long that make you chase them and leave when things get hard, and you have somebody who is willing to stay, it's like, what do they want? What are they trying to get out of this? Your mind will start striving to find a reason to leave. And when you get like that, you need to talk. There does need to still be a space, and understand you will not talk every day. Not at the beginning. This individual and both of you still got at least that one other connection to figure out more about what in it did you enable. It's not necessarily getting over the person. It's what tendencies, what did I do to enable somebody to be able to treat me a certain way? Because we designate to individuals. We allow them to know how to treat us based off of our reactions to how they treat us. And there is too much you were passive about. The biggest thing Spirit has out of this connection for you is to allow that karmic individual that you thought was your divine for so long, also, once they try to re-enter your life, when you have another person, to not let them back. To see that you're going to make a choice between that unhealed version of you that knows him and is like, oh my God, we've wanted this for so long, versus what's actually meant for you. Okay. And let's go ahead and reset. And we're going to go to Missy Night. Missy Night. Let's see what we got for you. Oh wait, that's who we just did, was Missy Night. My apologies. Next person. All right, so now I'm going to start that was the end of that one group. I'm going to go ahead and call for the next 5 minutes. This is the last group of super chatters. I am guaranteeing we'll get their answer by the end of this stream. If you do super chat after I make the cutoff, your answer will be one of the first ones I answer on the next live stream. So anybody who is deciding right now they'd like to for sure get their answer, and they're for sure wanting to do a super chat, as I'm writing down these names, this is the last moment you have to. All right, so the start of our next group of super chatters will be Amanda Tuttle. Amanda Tuttle. All right. All right. Gwendolyn, Rustamova. All right, you're on the list. Blue smoke. You have been added to the list. All right. Savannah rifle. All right. Angela. Angela Green. Got you on the list. Let's see. Femme. Facial? Fatal. Femme fatal. Got you on the list. Hey CJ, good to see you. Got you on the list. All right. That is going to be concluding it for the guaranteed super chatters. The starter is Amanda Tuttle. The end is my friend CJ. If you choose to super chat anytime after this point, I promise you will be on the list and one of the first ones to be answered on my next live stream. And remember, the live streams are recorded. So if you're not able to make that live stream, you could simply see that it's been posted, and within like that first chunk of like the 10 minutes of that live stream, your answer will be in there. Alrighty. But before we go into this this group of super chatters, I will go ahead and do a few free readings here, okay? Let me scroll back up though to Amanda. So I know where to start. Did you guys see that? Okay. Perfect. All right, I know where my starting point is. All right. Please remember to put your name, your zodiac, and a question. That's the only way I'm going to answer when it comes to the free ones. All right. Danny, you're a Cancer. And he is an Aries. He keeps popping in and out and you don't know why. Should you shut the door for good? Okay, I feel like I should do my oracle. Let's see. And I love Jesus too. Thank you. All right. Cancer, Aries. Should I keep popping? Let's see. Should I keep popping in and out? I feel like I'm in the masculine's energy more than you right now. I'm going to tell you what's going on in his head. This is why he keeps going back and forth. He does not want to leave you. He is scared to... What the fuck is that? I have no idea what that is. I have to figure out what fucking bug that is, but I don't fucking know what that is. It came out of nowhere. Sorry. Anyways, this person's like, I want to be with you, but I also feel like I have so much of my life still to live. I don't want to be tied down type of energy. He keeps popping in and out because he wants you without commitment. He sees you as like marriage potential. He sees you as somebody who it's like longer down the line when I want to settle, I'd want to be with you. You're not somebody I want to play around with. You're not somebody I can feel like I would waste time with. So I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of energy to try to keep you around. And this is toxic. It's toxic. This is a person you should let go. If you two are going to have a dynamic together, he has a lot more work to do and would need to come in with authenticity. But if he's not been changing his patterns, you need to ignore. That is the best thing you can do in those types of situations, no matter how much it hurts. Sometimes it really is just better to just ignore. And that's the only way they'll end up realizing it's done. It's time to move forward. Sometimes when you try to be nice and you just say, these things, it gives a sense of false hope. But I do see and understand why this romance is something that has you swindled. This is a charming dude. I can feel it. Oh, I can feel it. He makes you choke up. He makes you feel. He said things to you that nobody else ever has, and that charmingness can also be a red flag within itself to a certain extent. To a certain extent, things are special if they're meant for you, of course, but it feels that this individual knows how to talk to women in general. Let him have his fun, and let you attract an individual that wants to give you what you're deserving of. Okay. Next person, let's find Asia. You're a Pisces. Will you ever be able to connect with someone on a romantic level that will last long term? Let's see. Will you ever be able to connect with somebody that lasts long term? Discipline structure. Full force needed. You have just recently gotten out of a relationship or are feeling hopeless from your last relationship. You're like, I put all of this energy into this person. Fuck, am I ever going to find somebody that actually reciprocates this to me? Or is my view of love unrealistic? Your view of love is not unrealistic. I do see the only way you were going to, though, meet a person that matches that romantic level is no longer settling for bare minimum. You were an individual that always, it wasn't from a form of desperation. It was like you started talking to somebody, you could see yourself with them. And you were willing to instantly, be like, hey, I don't want to go into the separation for further growth. I'd rather us just like talk through stuff. And that's beautiful. But separation for further growth is necessary with all connections. And that doesn't mean it has to be years of separation. Separation looks different for everybody. What I see is you absolutely are having multiple loves before whoever your divine really is going to come in. I feel an unfinished story with one specific connection with you. Somebody who you were devotedly patient for is going to want to come back into your life, but you're going to have to make yourself see that this person hasn't changed. This person is going to, as soon as they receive you, repeat the same exact cycle. And this will not be a test that Spirit's giving you, but it's like, are you ready for the next step? Are you ready for us to pull in a divine? Because if you allow this person in again, it's not that you're fucking things up, but you're not ready to move to the next stage. They have to bring you through a trial run again. They have to have you learn that lesson again, etc. And that's why we have our freedom of will, and that's what dictates like divine intervention. That's what dictates when truly you're ready for something when you're surrendering, not trying to pressure things to happen at a certain time. But yes, you will. All right. Jordan, you're a Gemini, and you'd like to know if the connection with an Aquarius is faded long term or not. Jordan, you're a Gemini. What's going on with that energy? They're intimidated by somebody. This Aquarius feels pretty intimidated by another woman or in your life or an ex you've had. It's like a comparison thing. I do feel that this was a fated connection. You were destined to meet each other. That does not mean you're destined to stay together. Okay, because destiny is a funny word. Every lifetime we have freedom of will. So every person staying or going from your life is based off of those actions. But there are energies we're destined to meet, and then we allow the freedom of will to take it from there. This is a soul tie. This is somebody that there's something more with. It does feel, though, that this person has to break down their walls and actually talk to you about what's going on in their head, what's their fears, who are they comparing themselves to? Because whoever they're comparing themselves to, it makes no sense to you. It's two totally different relationships. They have nothing to do with each other. And gaining that clarity and making them see where their own parasite and insecurities are just running will bring another level of comfort in you two seeing you can talk about these hard topics and these emotional topics together. You're destined to be in each other's life. You just got to let freedom of will show you how long or forever, etc. it is. Take it day by day. All right, we're going to do one more person that's free, and then we're going to go back into our group, all right? Let's see, one more person. I have two people from the last live chat as well that I'm just seeing up here that I had marked down that I forgot to answer right at the beginning of chat. So Sky, oh Sky, I did answer yours. Okay, never mind. I got Sky's, but there's one person I missed. It's Samit. It's Samit. I skipped right below yours. Okay, um, Samit, your question. I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm adding you. You're gonna after I do the person. After I do one more free person, I'm gonna go do yours, Samit. Samit Core and Cancer. You're a Cancer and have things ended between you and your person. That was the question you asked on that last live stream. I apologize I didn't do that right at the beginning. I literally just it was one of the first ones written up here and I skipped right past it. But I got you, okay? And Annie, if you can please just look out to make sure that if you could tell me that they saw me say that and they're still talking in here. If not, I'm going to definitely reach out to them. Okay. And let them know what time on this live stream it's done. Okay. And that would be, yeah. All right, let me do that first person I said I was going to, and then I'm going to do the Sam, and then we're going to get back into everybody else. Right. Let me also make sure I write down your username if I can. All right, one more person. Tara, you're a Virgo. Is the Taurus for you? Tara, you're a Taurus. Or Tara, your person is a Taurus. And you're wanting to know, are they for you? We got completion. We got two people who definitely see harmony and peace, want to take it the right way, but they know what they want. And both of you have dealt with pretty controlling exes in the past, and one of you could be in a process of like moving your stuff out of one home. So you're not wanting to, neither of you are wanting to move right in with each other or anything like that, but maybe there's been a time frame where your home is a little bit like a home base to them, so they don't have to go back to this space that they're having to still share with somebody that they don't want to be involved with at all. I see that this is somebody that currently in your life is here for a reason, and it's positive. And you should continue to take it day by day. There are still certain things that they need to make sure are completely finished before you two enter a physical, committed relationship. All right. Now, submit. Let's go ahead and see what time. So 2 hours, 12 minutes, and 19 seconds is when their reading is. I saw them commenting earlier. I don't know if they're still here. It's definitely important. Okay, I think they're still here. Good. All right. So, also, 1 second. One second. I'm gonna make sure I have this over here. All right. Good. Good. Set this up. All right. Go ahead and press the timer. Have things ended between you and your person, Simon? And what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to use both of my decks as well to thank you for your patience. Let's see. They're giving me a past, present, future pull when it comes to you and your person. Past, present, future. So, Two of Coins balance. The beginning was completely, it was great. It was two individuals who were not afraid to show their quirks. Were not afraid to also state what your fears and etc. were, what you've been through in relationships without it being like trauma bonding. It was disciplined too. Like it was healthy. You guys made sure you didn't go overboard seeing each other. But presently something's shifted and you don't know why. You thought you would see each other again sooner. Or you guys were gonna. You're like, we're gonna make plans to see each other sooner. But it looks like both of you had a pretty serious event or something. You're like, we can't see each other for like 2 months. We can't see each other until this thing is done. It could be a finance thing, or just an energy thing, a responsibility thing. But some time has crossed over, and now you're like, are they really wanting to be with me? Is it really over? I don't see either person wanting this to be over. I see two people are highly paranoid and trusting that the individual isn't going to go anywhere. Like, you're both hitting back a point of when you've been separated. Like, when you're in front of a person, when you're in front of them and you can feel that connection, you can feel how healthy they are for you, how much they make you feel enthralled. You don't question at all you're supposed to be in each other's life. But if you're in a distance, like a long distance relationship, or a relationship where your schedules conflict to the point where you cannot see each other weekly basis, etc., time can make the mind wonder. You're still in those developmental, even though you guys are together, you're still in like a really developmental part of the dynamic. Both of you have been going back and forth in your head if you want to actually go forward with this, but not from a state of not liking the other individual. Fear of trust. You're going, because of that long distance type of dynamic, you're going to be able to see both people have been cheated on, and that is a definite sore thumb. But this isn't over. This isn't over. No. It's going to take longer time for you two before you can invest into this dynamic. The offer's not coming soon to see each other. There's still more time needed. I'm still seeing I'm seeing probably another 2 months. There may be an even plus 2 months. But this connection shows commitment before 2025 is over. This connection is something that is a tangle partner. They're not a karmic. They're not somebody that makes you see the other side of yourself in a state of like an ego death. This is the other side of yourself, like a beautiful aspect of how much your manifestations truly have brought in the person that you always desired. You've been a person in relationships that never tried to make anybody feel like they wouldn't be accepted for who they are. But you haven't been in many relationships that did that. It's like this person internally, when you first met each other, it was that sense of, I know you. And I see that both of you are pretty spiritual individuals. So there was this state of like, I think I've had a past life with you. I can't explain how I already knew things about you that I shouldn't have known. My friend, it's not over. But you need to allow there to be at least 2 more months of wusa, of personal freedom, meaning knowing there's other things in your life and in theirs, that breaking a barrier of, okay, I see, break the barrier of no contact. And you should definitely break the barrier of no contact without feeling like you have to go into a full conversation. Be confident. There has been no verbalization that this is over. It's your telepathic connection talking to each other where you both have questioned, but not here. Somebody who feels called to break the communication silence is about to do it. If you know yourself, if you're like, I know that right now this is a law of attraction thing, I just gotta let them, then I'm feeling them sweating to do it. But if it's more you where you're like, it doesn't matter actually in this certain situation, both of us pulled back. So whoever feels that pre-workout effect to do it, and if it's me right now, let's do it. But this connection's not over. It just looks like you're developing this organically. And there could even have been at the beginning when you first met each other that you rushed a little too fast into saying certain words, promises, etc., that once you released each other for further growth and came back, there's that state of both of you being like, we want to do this right. This isn't the first cycle you've ever done together. And here's the thing, this isn't a person that keeps you in a cycle repeat This is a person that's part of the rotations. There's a difference. So allow all the reflection and growth you've seen to continue to be a main focus. But this connection absolutely has more to thrive, my friend. All right. Now we're going to go ahead to everybody who is part of the Super Chat group, starting with Amanda Tuttle. Amanda Tuttle. We already do that. We're getting there. Okay. And then let me go ahead also. All right. Let me shuffle these cards also. Reset that. Oh, come on. All right. Feeling called to use this one and then switch back into tarot. All right. Amanda Tuttle. Is there a lesson you missed? And that's why there's signs of him. You want to know if you missed a lesson. Okay. She didn't miss a lesson. Pressure. This feeling is somebody who is something is feeling pressure to connect to you. He feels that there's somebody else in your life and he's running out of time. Whether that's true or not, I don't sense that there's really somebody else in your life, or this could be the amount of stability and the amount of assurance I feel within your connection brings you stability. Let me rephrase that for you. You're either in a new relationship and you're starting to think about this individual, or I don't know if you've posted something on social media, he's heard something through the grapevine, if you will. He thinks that he's about to lose you, the chance of being with you. And the pressure is on. Okay, you didn't miss any lessons. It looks like there's a lesson that's coming back around, and you're going to see if it's time to complete it or not, is the factor within this dynamic. It feels like this is an individual that puts you in corners, makes you feel like you have to abide, kind of like it's like their way or the highway type of energy. They're not really willing to talk about how their actions affect others. The signs that you feel like the lesson that there is here is picking yourself. You know, if this person comes in with an offer of authenticity and can be vulnerable with you, there's room for growth, but that's that freedom of will thing. If they come in and they're doing the same thing, it feels like you picking yourself. No matter if you're in another relationship or not, this connection is not really meant to grow any longer. There's somebody else that will bring you the wish fulfillment and not this pain. Okay. Gildia Rustamova. Let's get you a general card pull. All right, you feel like there's a connection that either the connection broke up or you're like, I'm done with it. There was a cycle repeat that you broke. It involves love. You saw the red flags. There was a person that's like, oh, they are not in this for the pure intentions. They're wanting something from me. And I don't have to go through that again. No matter how much attracted I am to them, no matter how charismatic they are, I'm not going through that again. And this is strong. This is faith. You passed a test. And I say it like that because Spirit doesn't try to do pass or fail. These things, though, are to see if we're ready for the next part of our manifestations. That we're able to meet the frequency. That it doesn't come too soon where it's destroyed. That connection you knocked out was a test you passed. Didn't learn the hard way this time. All right. Blue smoke, what do I got for you? What do you need to know about your life? You feel lost and you've taken a year off. You don't know what to do. You're a Cancer. All right. You're wanting to know what direction has Spirit been guiding you to focus on now. You needed that year for self-love. You needed that year for restoring. Okay, 2025 is not about restoring for you, but there is a form of hermit mode, meaning you're going to still be inwards. You're still going to be listening to your spirit's wise advice and trusted sources. But this is not a year where you're needing to like rebuild. It's a structure. It's something that's already there, and it's like adding on to what you've already received. It is a community building year for you. The Protector. You definitely did not have a masculine figure growing up that showed you. It's a hard thing because you had a good father. You have a good father, etc. But there's something about like the level of protection and strength that brings balance to a child's life was not given to you, per se. And you had to kind of like learn how to be that for yourself. But it became a crutch as you got older when it came to relationships and trusting people, even in more than just love. You've separated yourself from some people and you needed to. There's certain friends that would, with open arms, welcome you back in, but it's about you deciding to ask for it. They're not going to call you anymore. They're not going to reach you anymore like that. 2025 is not about romantic love for you. And I'm not saying you're not going to find romance, but there's more. There is so much more in store for you. And it looks like 2026, there's going to be like a pretty serious connection developing that you could meet. Depending on freedom of will, left path, right path choices, you could meet in 2025. But again, the meat and potatoes of your year, it feels like the next focus needs to be your physical health. If you've been thinking about starting to get into the gym more or changing your diet, etc., that is a big focus. If this is more of a sign of that you're like, I just did that. Like that's something actually that I was focusing on in 2024 and I feel ready to focus on something more. It looks like it's about building community in fitness. So if you've been going to a gym, but you've decided I want to go do a sport, or I want to start training with somebody, or I want to bring my friend, I want to, something of that energy, even if it's joining classes in your gym. This is the next step of community, of networking. Your 2025, there's an imbalance right now of the time you spend alone but still allowing yourself to have others in your life. And that is actually a humongous focus they're wanting you to do. That is going to be what brings you more balance and allows the next steps to just unfold. You listen to the call to purge. You listen to the call to go into your whole spiritual awakening. Now you are listening to the call to build community. All right, Savannah Rifle. Let's go ahead get another incense lit, and then get your timer going. Cinnamon. Nice. And remember, guys, after our live stream here, we will go to Twitch for our after live stream. And we play video games, we chill, we vibe, and I give away one reading for free. All right. Tonight we're gonna keep it classic with some zombies. Savannah Rifle. Let's go ahead and start your timer. All right. What do you need to do with your life? Or never mind, let me stop your timer. I haven't gotten to your question. I just saw your name. Don't worry, I'm resetting it. Okay. Virgo girl, Aries guy. You would like to know... Sorry, 1 second. Got some of that putty that was on my finger on my phone. Okay. Virgo girl, Aries guy. You're wanting to know if you will, or you reconnected with your ex after 2 years. Will it be different this time? The communication's still not good. I feel like maybe you should spare yourself the heartbreak. You thought about him constantly, though, during the breakup. Okay. Hit your timer. We just started. What should she do? Feeling like... Let me get also some tarot cards with that as well, the parrot. I can definitely say it does not feel like this individual has changed much when it comes to being there, being able to be the protector that he's stating he could be. I need a tarot card to pair with those two meanings. He wants to be able to be this person that can go to the battlefield for you. See, his emotions are strong. His finances are what is coming into order. He could be there for you financially. He could be there as a protector, but not an emotional one. And that's exactly what your problem was last time, wasn't it? It was nothing about him using. It wasn't that he was it's not like he was a vulgar or like a mentally, physically, etc. abusive person at all. This individual, it was the emotional connection you needed. And that is the one thing he's still working on. It's an insecurity thing. I feel like you need to have one more conversation. And this person, with this one conversation though, it feels more like closure. Like, if the pattern's already restarting, and let me say this. Have you already at least tried talking to him about how you're seeing the pattern? Like, hey, this thing you're doing right now, that's what last time made me not want to be here, or made it to where I stopped caring. And I felt my throat like wanting to speak. I don't think you've said that yet. This is a whole fresh start. That doesn't mean it's going to be perfect. There's going to be roller coaster bumps. If you have not given that opportunity yet, said those types of things to him, that's going to be the main focus before you even decide if you're going to go or not. It will be based off of his reaction. Now, if you've already said things like that and it's gone in one ear out the other, I would say that you've received your confirmation that this contract has been severed. It's done its purpose, and the only way forward is you choosing yourself. However it resonates, what I can definitely state is I do see still a shining light of redemption if he can be vulnerable to his insecurities and start seeing. What I see is he used to prioritize what he thought was right for you, what would make you happy, versus literally just listening to you. Like you would say, I don't want gifts, I want your time, but then he would go and spend a shit ton of money on getting you something that was nice, that you liked, but it didn't really mean what he was wanting it to mean to you. Instead of doing what he thinks he should, he needs to listen to you. So give that benefit of the doubt, if you will, because you're both back in each other's life for a reason. You know, it's just about seeing with that freedom of will if he's going to do that true fresh opening of the new page of the book with all of the knowledge, everything he learned in the previous chapters of your life together. Okay. And now, let's go ahead to Angela Green. Angela Green. Angela Green. Whoa, that doesn't count for you. That was a reset energy. All right. You're a Cancer and he's an Aries. Will you have a reunion or do you need to move on? Let's see. Are you guys going to have a reunion? Did y'all just see that? Whoa. Cut it off. Not like cut it off to you like in a mean way. I'm hearing Spirit saying you're gonna have a reunion, but Spirit needs you to understand that this is a short and sweet one. Moving on would be something too soon. That's the first time I've had a card ever completely rip. I've had these cards for a very long time, so that's something that's very significant. And I'm going to need another card for that one. And this one keeps pulling out. 4 of Coins in the reverse. So he's going to reach back out to you. He's going to ask for financial help. And you're going to be like, I'm cutting that out right away. There's going to still be love between you two. He does have romantic feelings and etc. for you, but the reason that he's actually reaching out is because he's going to be in a very hard financial spot and he's going to help you save him. It is your choice what you do, but I do not feel the return being exchanged for you. Meaning even in like physical love. Not even meaning just getting the money back. It being like a healing reason. Like, if it was a lot different situation between you two, I would see why you would help them. And I could see that you are more than fine to do it. Just because you're more than fine to do it doesn't mean you should. There's going to be an offer asked to be brought back into each other's life or etc. He wants to do it more than just because of the finances, but I don't see the strength. I don't see it in the nicest way. I can say it to you, but still be blunt. I don't think it's worth it to him. How much he would have to be vulnerable for, he feels, to reach out before it's the only possibility. You deserve somebody that is going to give to you unconditionally. And when they bring this movement, when this type of energy of I'm assured I'm reaching out to you, should not be because somebody wants you to save them. That assuredness, that same Eight of Wands energy should be meaning I have no doubts. I am fast forward moving, giving you a physical, true offer of love and commitment. That energy should be for a different purpose. So you take with that what you will, my friend. All right. Now we're going on to Femme Fatal. Let's see. All right, you're a Cancer. He's an Aquarius. Will you guys get back together? Will you guys get back together? Right now, that excommunication's for the better. Wow. That yin-yangness. Yeah, you guys are going to have a reunion. You need 3 more months. You need 3 more months of... there's other things in store. There's other priorities. It's not that you're going to be waiting in limbo for this person. But there's going to be a strengthening in your own personal bonds with your own spirit guides. One of you is getting a new animal. And that's one of you is getting a new animal. It's like a familiar. It's a bonding. It's really, really cool. Something, I think it's going to be him because it's opening up like a level of his feminine strength. Or if, he is, of course. Okay, I just want to make sure I was knowing the gender correctly. Yeah, he is receiving a new animal, and this is bringing out another level of feminine nurture and nature from him. I see reconciliation. I just see somebody who it's hard for him to put his barrier down, and he did for a moment with you. You got a glimpse of it. You had a sprinkle of it, and then you felt like it got ripped away. This separation is for further growth. There's more here for you too. All right. And now CJ. What we got for you, CJ? Hi. My decision to leave my baby daddy the right one. Okay, let's see. Was your situation to leave the baby daddy the right one? It was a big decision for sure. Oh, absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. You have freed yourself from a deep amount of inner turmoil. This person, it was a psychological form of neglect and abuse. This person, there was a sense of unfaithfulness. There was a sense of like always trying to say like you're tripping. Gaslighting energy. I'm not saying he wasn't a good provider to your children or your child, etc. It looks like, that aspect of him, he definitely was owning up to, but not being a good man for you. Okay? Leaving this person, it is what's best for you, because now you're going to feel a release. You're going to feel somebody you can put your arms down with and actually trust. This person was destined to be in your life. You weren't destined to stay together. And absolutely, your child was a treasure, and you were destined to have that child together. You stay strong, and I know it's hard to have that spot for somebody and be somebody that just wants to forgive and forget. But you can only do that for somebody who is also matching that frequency. This is an individual where you guys have gone through cycle repeats with this. This is probably not even the first time you've ever broken up or at least gone into a separation. And the only way the pattern's going to change is if you allow that pattern within you to change or stay. But yeah, this has released a lot of tension. And the best chance, and I just want to put it out there as well, the best chance you and this guy could have ever have a fruitful relationship is him having some time of not being with you. I'm saying this in a way where I'm not encouraging you to get back with this person with time, but the best option for you to actually have a healthy, stable relationship would be him going ahead and still gaining more life experience and then being able to bring you, with his freedom of will, the highest version or a higher version of himself, a different version than when you two were last together. No matter what, you are going to attract in this loving partner. And I do sense it's going to be another person. All right. All right, so if you're interested in a personal reading with me, a deep dive, etc., you need to go to my website, offprintmint.com. That is linked in all my social media platforms. I have quite a few other services available there too. If you're interested, check that out. And currently, I do have in stock some of my Boxer's Oracle decks. If you're interested in picking up one for yourself, it is also linked on my website. This comes with a box, a box carrier. I don't have mine in front of me right now, but it comes with a box carrier, a velvet pouch as well as thank you, a handwritten thank you note from me, and a special little gifts in there that I throw in. If you're interested in getting your own, go ahead to my website again. So for the rest of this stream, or what I'm going to do I'm starting to decompress. When I start decompressing from my readings, I start stuttering an extreme amount more than you guys are normally hear me stutter. I have gone ahead and concluded my readings for today that I will be performing on this live. What I'm going to do now before I go, though, is I'm going to mark down everybody who super chatted after CJ. And your answers will be answered right at the beginning of my next live stream. Remember, they are pre-recorded, or they are recorded. So if you miss that live stream, you can simply go back at your convenience right to the beginning of the next live stream and have your answer there. All right. So let's go ahead and write those. And if you did not get your question answered today, you still have a chance of getting an entire free reading from me over on my Twitch at UncleBronze Official. We are going to be over there in just a moment. Okay. All right. It looks like the next person on my list. Oh, Miss Knight, you joined the membership as well. Thank you. So I will make sure on the next chat to give you a general card pull. People who join the YouTube memberships on live get a 1 card general pull as a thank you for joining and a welcome. All right, Reba, Stowe, you've been added. And let's make sure that I give your question down too. How does D feel about you? You're an Aquarius. Okay. Next. Okay, that looks like, okay, there was those two. So Miss Knight and Reba, you will be the first answered on the next live stream, which I have planned for, what's today? Today is Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. I plan my next one to be Friday, right around the 7:30, 8:30 p.m. time frame. All right. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and cleanse the cards with you guys and then go straight over to the live stream. Where's my lighter? Did I put it over there? It's still over there. Let me go get it. Remember, guys, using sage is something that if you're not like a reader, etc., somebody that's channeling constant other people's energy and it's just you or like even your friends, etc., you want to be very sparse with the amount you use sage because sage cleanses not only negative energy, all energy, and it actually can't not. And when I say this, I don't mean your spirit guides. It can send away spirits and etc. But it's not saying that it sends away your spirit guides. If you have a lot of good energy, and you've built like a good rapport in your room or etc., you feel vibrant, and it's just you. You don't want that to go away, so you're not going to want to use sage for something like that. So you're going to want to use Palo Santo or etc. to help cleanse just the negative energy away. If you're somebody that reads or etc., then it's a different story because we got so many different cards or energies in these cards that we need to do that reset. But remember that as long as you're using these tools respectfully, I can't tell you how many people who are indigenous that have told me as long as the people are using their tools respectfully and for the right reasons, it's okay to use it, especially if you've been given permission in a sense from somebody who's indigenous. I know that that's very much, everybody's entitled to their own opinions when it comes to that type of stuff, but I can't tell you how many indigenous people I've asked, like literally, like, yo, I will stop using sage if that really is a disrespectful thing or anything. They're like, don't. They're like, don't let those people get to you because the world's a different place. For all you know, you have indigenous blood within you. It's about the reason behind these practices. All right. I think I feel good with that. So I'm going to go ahead now and start the live stream over on YouTube at UncleBronze Official. Where we are giving away one free reading, but we're going to be playing Call of Duty Zombies tonight. All right, I'll bring you guys over there with me. All right. See. Let's see. Starting stream. Let's go ahead, make that smaller. All right, so the way you guys can get to my Twitch is it's linked in my YouTube bio and on my other platforms as well. I'm trying to think if I have anything else I want to tell you guys before I head just straight over there. Oh, the next time that I'm on live stream as well, we'll be going ahead and talking about some things I have planned regarding the podcast. I want to get your guys' opinions. I want to know what topics you guys want me to talk about. So look out for that as well on the next live stream. But thank you all for being here, and I'll see you next time. Let's get it.